For any EV brand entering India, trust is a real currency. And for most people, that trust begins at the dealership. Welcome to VinFast's flagship space here in Gurgaon. And today we're going to explore why this is becoming one of the most reassuring entry points into the brand. The moment you walk into this car cafe style showroom, the idea is simple. Comfort, clarity and transparency. VinFast wants customers to feel at ease when exploring a new EV brand. And this space has been designed exactly for that. This dealership is home to some unique amenities, like having a full-time barista on standby to make you a nice cup of coffee, and a dedicated kids area for when you'd like to take a test drive without having to worry about your children. Customers can also enjoy the comfort of the lounge area while they browse through what's on offer. And the focus here is not on pushing features or making a quick sale, but on understanding what customers actually want. Take the VF6 and the VF7 for example. These are VinFast's first two models in India and are positioned to serve two very different kind of EV buyers. The VF6 is compact, urban-friendly and tech-forward, while the VF7 steps up in space, presence and performance. But trust isn't built through brochures or spec sheets. It's built through people and through stories from those who've made the leap. Well, that's exactly who we're here to meet today. We're about to meet three VinFast customers who've lived with their VF6 and VF7 long enough to know what works for them, what surprised them, and what they think new buyers should know. Well, what better place to do this than in their own cars?
When I got into the showroom of VinFast, the first thing was the looks of VF7 and 6, what drew attention, and the front look, the rear look, the whole the side line of the car. It's actually very different, or I would say it's very appealing, and it's like a electric racing car.
Right.
That's what we get a feel of it. You sporty, yeah. So that was the first view and the impression of what I got. And normally when me being at 6 feet, I always have this apprehension that, all these racing cars are not made for me. Because there's a lack of headroom, leg room, you're not comfortable. I believe in a car where I'm able to sit back and then drive it for, any number of kilometers and go around. But as soon as I got into the VinFast, I would having, such a pleasure sitting in this car. There is no, it's like you're sitting in a lounge and at home and relaxing. So that way I am very comfortable with it.
Since you like the design of the VF7, what is the one design detail that really caught your attention? But from the exterior or the interior?
I would say the side line, the roof line and the side look, where you have these big tires going in the car, and the roof line is really appealing. I mean, really nicely done.
So what was your first impression when you drove the VF7 for the first time?
I think when you first take it on a drive, because I'm switching over from a petrol to a electric car for the first time. So as soon as you get on the steering, and it is very easy to drive. I mean, it's not like it's like a toy car. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but literally.
It just feels
very easy drive, very comfortable. You don't have to push anything. It goes on its own. So, I mean, it gives you a lot of comfort as a driver. So, I mean, it's not necessary now to have a driver driving you around.
Yeah.
You can probably just take the vehicle anywhere around. Even, in fact, when I took a test drive, so we were in a lot of traffic that time. So, I mean, in the traffic also, you don't feel that tiredness, you don't feel that irritation in you. It's pretty smooth in the stopping and accelerating and everything. So it's good. I mean, overall, a pleasure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. If you had to describe your VF7 in one sentence,
I would say, the value for money in case of VinFast VF7 is just superb. I mean, the kind of the value what we are getting out of the price what we are paying in for this vehicle is just unmatchable right now. So I'm already recommended this to my couple of friends who probably gonna buy in January. But in this price, you're getting an all-wheel drive, you're getting an electric car with a range of 500 plus, you're getting a superb driving pleasure, you're getting such a safe car with ADAS and cruise and everything, and that too such stability. And I would just go. I would ask anyone who's planning for it, just go for a VinFast.
All right, Siddharth, it's been lovely talking to you, and thank you so much for sharing your experience and your ownership of the VF7. And I wish you many more happy miles to go. What has been your favorite feature on the VF7 so far?
Apart from, I like the performance. In terms of feature, I was initially a bit skeptical that they don't have a driver information display, but the way they implemented the heads-up display, I don't miss it. Okay. I have never used a car which had an heads-up display before, but this kind of completely takes away the need of having a driver information system. Plus with this, my wife is a bit shorter, so she can see a lot of road.
Yeah.
From her perspective, it sometimes hinders in some of the cars that they have a higher driver information display. So it's kind of convenient in that sense as well, that you get a lot of look on the road, and I kind of not miss it. I was skeptical initially that I would miss it, but it's there. And
how has switching to an EV changed the way you drive or affected the way you look at driving in general?
It kind of linked to my earlier answer where it's one of the convenient point. I don't have to think about the trips. I don't have to think about the quality of fuel I'm getting at some petrol pumps. It's more thrilling, the instant torque which the EV gives. It's nice to ride. When the ride quality is also silent, you don't notice outside noise that much. The engine vibration is not there, so you tend to be a little bit more non-fatigued in that sense when you take longer routes. So I really like the convenience.
If you had to describe the VF7 to a friend who is on the fence about EVs and wants to consider buying one, how would you describe it to them or summarize it in one sentence?
At this price point which they are coming at, it's quite value for money product. The things they are offering at this segment, the build quality is top notch. I'm pretty sure whenever they do the crash test rating, it will score 5-star nevertheless. And the price point which they have brought the vehicle, it kind of feel very value for money compared to what they are offering. Even if you compare how much this car is selling back in their home country, Vietnam, it's a bit higher compared to India price.
Yeah.
So I think they have nailed the price, and the features they are offering, it's good within the segment. And from my colleagues in the office, they generally ask if they are thinking about switching to an EV. I've been telling them that at least have a drive of this vehicle, VF6 and VF7 both, and then make your decision.
What drew you towards the VF6?
So the point is, I was looking for like budget friendly car, and I didn't have a budget like more than 20, and I was looking for the car like especially like electric car, and I drive another cars as well, the other EV, but when I tested this car, so the first thing like I love this like physical look, it's like a premium look. Secondly, the interior is good, and even when I drove this car for the first time, as a demo car, and whatever the things I was looking, yes, I got like I thought like this is I'm the things that I'm looking for it, I'm getting it in this car, so I like go for this like VF6.
Was there any drive, trip, or moment where this car exceeded your expectations after you bought it?
This is my first time I'm driving this ADAS car, right? And I was not aware about like emergency braking and everything. So, well, there was a car that is coming on like suddenly coming in front of me, and it automatically had this emergency braking system. So it like immediately stopped there, and somehow like this happened this happened twice with me. Even someone was walking and like crossing the road, and he didn't look at me, and then the car like applied the emergency braking, and this was quite safely.
What today really shows is that VinFast story in India isn't just about electric cars. It's about people forming genuine connections with a brand that's still new but deeply committed to listening. So if you're in the market for a new car or wish to switch over from your existing one, drop by a VinFast dealership and experience it yourself.